Okay, y'all, I have 3 new dumpster fires completed. This little guy, and this little guy. They got little handles. There's just so daggone many parts. Alright, and then I am working on these. These are the trays. They still are in progress. They need lots more coats to work on those. Oops. So those are that. And then I had a question, and we will go over here on what a dumpster fire meaning was. So let's see. I have that on here. Let's find my little, maybe, here we go. Let's make this bigger. So a dumpster fire, oops, an utterly calamitous, mismanaged situation or occurrence, a disaster. And then it gives a couple examples, like Reese and whatever, take a fall for what has been a dumpster fire of a season, one which has them at 2 to 10 on the season and in line for the top pick at the 2018 NFL draft. So just basically a crazy situation. And then here's another one for 2017, a complete dumpster fire of a year. So anyway, that's how it's used, and that was the meaning of that. The dumpster fire had been an item that was sent to me as kind of a request to give it a try. The next one is a puppy, which that's on my list for the future. So what I have got going now is a moose. So we'll see how that goes. And then we'll just put it right here. So I hadn't mentioned the difference on the 2 cats yesterday. The one that was smaller, that was much more silver and really kind of rough textured when you touch it because the shiny yarn. That one is just the shiny yarn thread. The bigger one that is a little bit softer has a plain black cotton. So I have 2 threads in that one. So the cotton kind of offsets the coarseness of the silver texture and makes it a little softer. And also it's the same pattern, but it makes it bigger because there's 2 threads. So I hadn't explained the difference in that. And that's the same thing with these. You can see a definite difference in the size, and it's because the size of the yarn. I used the exact same hook just to see how that went, so it's purely on yarn size. So the large one is the Bernat blanket, and then the other 2 are acrylic and a cotton. So they're just a much smaller yarn texture to work with. And if I used a really small embroidery floss, I could make it even smaller. I would have to use a different hook on that, but not much, just because it would be hard to do and would be more lacy in appearance because the hook would be so big. So that is that. And the trays, that process is new. Like I said, I hadn't done that for years and years. So I'm trying. There are some wrinkles that are a little bit visible from different angles. I've worked to get those out. I know in the old days they used like a needle and injected glue under those. I don't think that's going to work on these, plus I just don't have that. So we're going to keep trying and see if I can get those smoothed out a little bit more. What else can I tell you? Like I said, I'm working on the moose for next. I have to find things that are interesting and I like, and that just caught my fancy. And I'm kind of like the hunting and the backwoods and the mountains, so that's definitely a interesting thing. I want to try a catfish for Missouri, but I don't know. Like I had said on another video, I don't like to purchase patterns because unless I had known the source, because you can't guarantee they're not AI. And I don't have a good pattern person yet that I can go to that I know is absolutely going to work. And I have not started writing my own patterns just because I feel like I'd crocheted for years, but the crocheter it's got a big name, the like origami for crochet. I'm new to it and doing these shapes, so I feel like I'm still learning. However, each time I have a pattern, I usually tweak it if I'm going to use it a lot or kind of put my own spin on it, but I don't know that that's enough that I want to put out a pattern because I don't want to infringe on their patterns. So I don't know, that I haven't done that yet, and I haven't done how-to video tutorials yet, because again, if I'm using somebody else's pattern, I don't want to infringe upon them. So the ones that I have, I just crochet little bits and kind of show you how I'm doing what I'm doing. Like the dumpster fire, that girl has a step-by-step video, and I had linked that or put that in the description of the last video. I didn't link it yet. I'm still learning on the videos, and I do most of these on my phone instead of my computer, so I don't have access to all the fancy stuff yet. It's still a work in progress, y'all. Okay, I think that's it for now. I don't want to make this too long. Y'all have a great day. And oh, I wanted to thank everybody. These are videos are getting a lot of views, and people are subscribing, which is free. And so I really, really appreciate it. My goal is to keep this going and use this as a way to help cover yarn cost, especially in the down seasons. January, there's no events. My next event is February. So these help me out a lot in the future. It takes a while to get there, but that's the goal. And so anyway, thank you all again, and y'all have a great day.